Today on the podcast, we're going to be talking about eBay, which has just unveiled a new artificial intelligence feature. And I want to talk about why I believe this is something that is going to be essentially done for most software in the future, most of these marketplaces. This is going to be a no-brainer that everyone is going to be using in the future. So I want to talk about some of the implications of this, why I think, eBay's doing this first, perhaps, but everyone will follow suit. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Welcome to the AI Chat Podcast. I'm your host, Jaden Schaefer. Make sure that you go to aibox.ai, link in the show notes, to join the waitlist for our new AI platform. We're going to be launching an incredible platform that allows you to build anything you want with workflows in AI. So you're able to chain together ChatGPT and image generators and audio generators to make really powerful apps for your organization, or you can host them on our marketplace and actually generate royalties from them. So make sure to go to aibox.ai and join the waitlist. In addition, if you like the podcast, if you could do me a massive favor and please leave us a review on Apple or Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcast. This helps me be able to get better guests on here as they check the reviews to see how you guys are liking it. So if you could please do that, I would really, really appreciate it. Have you ever wanted to start your own podcast? I record and publish podcasts on a platform called Spotify for Podcasters, and I absolutely love it. Essentially, you can upload from your phone or computer, and it distributes to every platform that plays podcasts. They support video podcasts, and you can make money on the platform with ads or even podcast subscriptions, something that has made my life so much easier as a podcaster. So if you're interested, I highly recommend you give it a try. You can download the Spotify for Podcast app or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started on your podcast today. So the news here is that eBay has unveiled a new artificial intelligence feature that aims to essentially simplify the listing process for sellers on their marketplace. And essentially the tool initially launched on iOS, on their iOS app, and it's going to be available on Android, I think, in the near future. But essentially just using a photo of a product, the AI tool automatically generates a title, description, product release date, and even suggests appropriate categories, subcategories, listing price, and shipping costs. This is really, really awesome. And I think it just gets to the point of, you're using AI to essentially fill in a lot of the manual grunt work that was just never that fun to do. So you can imagine to now post something on eBay, you essentially just take a picture of something and it's going to fill out all the information, including the product description and details. This is really interesting. I think about, with higher ticket items, you're less likely to do this, I feel like, because a lot of people are, they want to do their own custom stuff. But for a lot of small things like a mouse or a laptop that it's just an HP laptop and it's standard and it works, like you just want to just list, you don't want to have to write a description for that. It's kind of interesting. I think the epitome of the opposite of this, I don't know if you've seen these, and of course AI is really good at this, but if you look at Zillow home listings and it's this luxurious, lavish home, the real estate agent went crazy with all the descriptive words they could think of. It's you will be dazzled and basked in the light of the bathroom windows. It's just I don't know, it's funny stuff. So obviously it's probably not going to do that for you. And if you need to really sell your thing and say why it's the greatest and all of the amazing features of it, you probably want to edit that yourself after the fact, or just do it manually. But I really do think this is an incredible feature a lot of people are going to use. Now, the reason I bring this up is because I think not only is this something that eBay's going to do, but I think everyone is going to start doing this, whether it's a marketplace, whether it's literally anything that asks for a user input. I think we're going to start seeing the platforms fill in a lot of this stuff with generative AI if it doesn't matter, which in most cases it doesn't. And it kind of also begs the question, why do you need a huge description on a product listing that is just a working version of that product? People should kind of know about it. But in any case, I digress there. So I think what's really interesting here is this initiative is part of eBay's kind of ongoing effort to integrate AI into their platform. Recently, I was at the AI4 conference and I heard, the head of AI at eBay talking about what they're doing here. So they are making a lot of moves, and this is a big area that they are focused on. And of course, eBay already includes AI-powered product category descriptions and a tool for background removal in product photos, right? So they're already integrating AI in a lot of different ways. But an eBay spokesperson kind of talking about all of this said, quote, "At eBay, we're using AI to reduce friction across the platform and transform the process of listing. With this tool, it makes the seller's job of listing items incredibly painless, easy, and even fun. So I think this is definitely something that eBay's doing, but I think a lot of people are doing this. And the keyword here, like they said, is, reducing friction. Like and I think everyone should ask themselves this about their own company in whatever way, if you have your customers, your buyers, like what can you use AI to just reduce friction? It doesn't have to revolutionize the product, doesn't have to like make it like 1,000 times better, but just reduce friction, like make it easier, and you will see like an increased conversion rate on sales, and everything is going to, be able to progress and see progress. So I think back in May, Adam Ireland, who leads eBay's US business, he kind of hinted at this development in a blog post. He revealed that eBay plans to release a plugin enabling sellers to auto-generate item descriptions using content scraped from the web. Of course, this is all just hooked up to ChatGPT, but really addressing what is often described as the cold start problem for newcomers to its marketplace. eBay aims to unveil this new tool to alleviate the anxiety first-time sellers often experience due to, it's just kind of like an exhaustive information process that is required to kind of generate some of these listings. It's like, geez, I just want to sell my freaking camera. It works great. It is what it is. I don't want to fill out a million different boxes and forms. It is kind of ridiculous having to do that when there's technology now that could take that away. So I think the company stated in a blog post, they said, quote, "There's no need to work through a cold start with AI. As soon as you're ready to sell, your listing is ready to post." Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So I think the move towards AI hasn't been received entirely positively within the eBay selling community, seller forums, and a bunch of different relevant subreddits like r/flipping have been populated with complaints about the existing description generators, like lack of accuracy, and also I guess it can be a little bit wordy sometimes. But in any case, even one user claimed that AI-generated descriptions can be misleading, citing a listing for a Pentax SLR camera that said the camera came with a lens kit. So another user also criticized AI-generated descriptions for being too long and often inaccurate. So, of course, there's skeptics. There's people that are critical. I like that to say, I don't think you should just click, like, generate my thing and then, like, publish it. Like, you should probably read the thing and, like, shorten it if it's too long and remove anything if it's wrong. This is meant to be a starting point. It's a lot easier to, I'll tell you this right now. It is a lot easier to hit the backspace button than to try and think of, like, 4 paragraphs off the top of your head. Like, it is what it is. So people can criticize, like, oh, it wasn't perfect in the content it generated. It's like, yeah, but it saves you so much time versus just trying to write that all. You can just backspace whatever is not relevant. That's on you to, like, publish bad information. And that's another funny thing, right? They're criticizing it like it's inaccurate. It's like, no, it's not the problem that it's inaccurate. It's the problem that someone posted that without reading it. So the person's inaccurate. They could have copied and pasted off of a random website because they were too lazy too, right? So just people should read the stuff, look at it like a tool that's helping you. And otherwise, I think it's great. So some skeptics of the AI tool also expressed some concerns about the reliability of photo recognition algorithms given prevalent biases in some of the leading computer vision technologies. That's not something I'm super worried about, to be honest. Additionally, I think the AI-generated descriptions have been criticized for not being clear or concise enough. Like I said, you get it. There's a lot of criticism on this thing, but I think it's, at the end of the day, super useful and it's going to save a lot of people a lot of time. And that's what I'm all about. So eBay is not alone in the race to incorporate AI into e-commerce functionality. Shopify recently launched an AI-generated product descriptions, while Amazon has initiated AI-generated summaries of reviews. Amazon is even piloting an AI tool that'll generate titles, descriptions, and bullet points for selected products based on a list of keywords. So I think despite all of these strides, eBay's pretty aggressive roadmap right now has kind of had a lot of people who have kind of question the wisdom of adapting AI so extensively, especially given the tool's present limitations. And I think this kind of reflects a broader debate in the e-commerce sector about the balance between, automation and quality as platforms kind of aim to attract more sellers and improve search engine discoverability. Overall, I think they're doing a great job, and I'm really interested to continue following this. I'm happy when people are criticized. I think criticism is good and healthy for the debate. And so I'll be interested to see how they respond to that and what other new AI features they come up with in the future.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. That's the sound of switching your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling. Harness the best converting checkout and same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Stop leaving sales on the table. Discover why millions trust Shopify to build, grow, and run their business. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech23.
Thank you for listening to the AI Chat Podcast. If you enjoyed the podcast, I'd appreciate it if you rate me wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you're looking for an innovative group of AI enthusiasts, make sure you check out our Discord channel and also our Facebook community. It's obviously a lot more interactive than a podcast where we can actually share software tools, prompts that we're using in everyday AI. I'll leave a link for those in the description below.